Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Izuan bin SUHARDY and my metric number is 059423. For the background of the study, one of the elements of good financial planning is getting insurance coverage. In Malaysia, there are two types of insurance that are always offered, namely conventional insurance and Takaful insurance. No wonder many Malaysians are in a dilemma when choosing between Takaful and conventional insurance, because at first glance, both seem similar because they share the same objective, which is providing protection against losing money. However, there are some significant difference between these two types of insurance if we look closely. So, the objective of this study in general is to examine the relationship between insurance scheme and Takaful. Specifically, this study is to identify the issue involved in the insurance and Takaful sector. This study will also provide recommendation and also solution to the issue that exists in the implementation of the insurance and Takaful system in Malaysia in the future. This study also aims to benefit the entire insurance industry, thus helping in identifying the most effective method that can improve the insurance industry. With the result of this study, the result obtained from this study will provide an overview and direction and can help Takaful operators in preparing policies that are appropriate and related to marketing and dissemination of Takaful information in Malaysia.
Next part is the current issue. As we can see on the slide, there are a few issues that can be related to the Takaful scheme insurance. First of all, the lack awareness among the consumer. Many customers are confused between the conventional and Islamic insurance and do not understand what's the importance of this scheme. It was because they are not aware about the Takaful coverage, and there are often to misconception difference between the Islamic and the conventional insurance. Next is the lack of Sharia expert issues. Since the Islamic and the conventional insurance are different, so it was very important to hire employees who have the knowledgeable in the Sharia. It was to ensure that the scheme follow the Islamic rules. Furthermore, there are variety of challenges in the Takaful framework. For example, splitting resource in all systems, excluding the strict wakalah and the perfect mudharabah pattern, which entail income in certain cases, will dock their consumer to the core ideas of Takaful insurance. Last but not least is the conventional insurance function better compared to the Islamic insurance. When applied the Sharia in the insurance, so there are variants of Sharia risks that will be arise in this Takaful insurance. So, the concern of non-compliant Sharia will fall under another obligation of the Islamic banks in the Malaysia. The primary difference between the Islamic and conventional insurance is to the adherence of the Sharia compliance. That's all from me. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. My name is ALIF My metric number is 061180. So for the motivation of the study, we'll explain in more detail and the overall objective in this study. The purpose and objective of the study is first, to identify and analyze the relationship between insurance and Takaful scheme. Second, to discuss in more detail and specifically the various issues that arise in this insurance and Takaful scheme. Thirdly, to find a solution and issue suggestion and ideas in solving the issue that arise, and help in finding opinions that can have an impact on the insurance industry in Malaysia. And last one, to discuss the situation of Malaysia Takaful or Sharia compliant insurance market. For methodology, in several studies that have been done, it has been concluded that although the Takaful market has been established for more than 25 years, there are many Malaysians who do not have Takaful protection. Takaful market has a great potential to be developed in the Islamic finance industry and has not been widely explored in Malaysia. There have been many studies conducted by previous studies to find out the factor of acceptance and penetration of the Takaful market in Malaysia. In one findings prove that attitude, subjective norm, and the amounts of information are the most important factor and have a positive relationship in determining the intention to participate in Islamic insurance.
In this current wave of modernity, discussion regarding insurance and takaful are prevalent among consumers worldwide, especially in Malaysia. They established a risk-sharing system where each member pays into the takaful and gets the same compensation if there is a loss. The takaful operator will return any surplus to the fund or in certain instances pay into participant. The vast majority of the population knows that the Takaful scheme is an insurance system based on Islamic principles, complies with the Sharia, and does not contain any banned aspect. The conventional insurance scheme does not conform with Sharia because it has element of gambling, uncertainty, and interest. Gharar is included in the insurance contract as a result of the fact that the insurance contract is based on buying and selling. There is an element of gambling in the insurance arrangement, as the participant will lose their premium money even if the risk against which they were insured does not materialize, because the reimbursement for the claim comes from the Tabarruk fund, which was donated by the people who help each other. The Takaful system ensures that the corporation will not be liable for any losses that may occur. The management of this plan is protected from being influenced by gharar, gambling, and usually thanks to the principle of Mudarabah and Al-Tabarruk, which serve as the basic core of this scheme. Participants appreciate the spirit of cooperation through voluntary donation and share profit with the company through the concept of Al-Mudarabah according to the mutual agreed upon ratio. By using Tabarruk, the risk is not absorbed by the corporation as it will be in a traditional insurance company, but rather by fellow participants who Tabarruk voluntarily. It demonstrates that the Takaful plan in question does not contain any gambling elements. The system followed by the traditional insurance firm, in which the bonus percentage for participants is predetermined regardless of whether the company generates a significant profit or loss from its investment, is opposed to this every possible way. Based on the differences discussed far, it's possible to assert the Takaful scheme is more open and honest when it comes to protecting all of the parties involved with it, whether they are participants in the scheme or a company that provide protection.
In general, the Muslim community in Malaysia itself does not fully accept and subscribe to the service offered by Takaful, even though the majority of the population in Malaysia is Muslim. This happened because there are many shortcomings in the Takaful sector, which is also the reason why many choose conventional insurance over Takaful. Therefore, improvement in the Takaful sector should be done so that the Takaful sector become the main choice of Muslim in Malaysia. One of the improvements that need to be made by Takaful operator is to innovate the product and services offered by introducing new product and services. The new product release must be comparable or better than the competitor product. To remain relevant, product-related issues need to be addressed progressively by Takaful operator, including innovation and providing more products suitable for the target group. Other than that, the level of purchasing insurance, especially Takaful, is low among the community in Malaysia. Seeing such a development, the factor that causes less community involvement and lack of increased awareness of the importance and role of Takaful. Takaful operator can take initiative by holding Takaful awareness raising program for the community. Last but not least, the Takaful industry is faced with the issue of lack of expertise, which to some extent affect the level of innovation in the Takaful sector. On the part of the government, encouragement need to be held. The government can help by gathering experts and intellectual in the technical field of insurance to support the development of the Takaful industry. The government can encourage the establishment of a code of ethics for Takaful operator to help encourage and improve the level of professionalism among Takaful operator and their agents.
As a conclusion, conventional insurance and Takaful have their respective advantage and disadvantage. However, as a Muslim, looking for something halal to eat or use in daily life is an obligation imposed by Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. As an alternative to conventional product, Muslims should take Sharia compliant Takaful product that offer various types of Islamic protection in order to achieve an increase in the selection of Takaful as insurance among the Muslim community in Malaysia. Issues involved in the sector such as inadequate purchaser awareness and lack of experienced Sharia expert need to be resolved immediately.